Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Like, share, and follow. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Ace, and of course, tonight, this is another episode of Sports Minute, and this is open forum style. But let me go ahead and introduce to you the people we have joining us tonight on Sports Minute. Number one, who in the house? That's right, J-Mac, the bearded one, is in the house. How's it going tonight?
It's going good. It's going good. Let's have some fun. How about that?
Absolutely. We're going to have some fun tonight. And you know why? Number one is because we actually get our NFL teams tonight that when it goes into our pick pool here. So it's going to be fun to know who we're getting. And then, of course, I have to introduce none other than Crispy Bacon. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. Hopefully in the NFL picks and, the GM thing that I get teams that are really good, like the MLB.
You know what? I'll tell you.
We've already picked your teams, Chris. They suck.
So, anyways, just to tell you, I really, really hope that I don't get the Cowboys. I hope Chris gets the Cowboys because I would completely be okay with that one. But anyway, welcome in also the Vic. How's it going tonight, Vic?
It's going freaking amazing. Except I sunburnt my ear, and it's kind of peeling, so it hurts a little bit right there on the top.
You have sunburnt your ear. I like it. Okay.
From last Saturday at the game, I sunburnt my ear. I'm doing all right. I'll survive. I'll live.
And we were still waiting to see your "Shut up, Brandon" sign up there, and we still haven't seen it yet. So.
I'm gonna wait for a nationally televised game because Pac-12 network doesn't get as many as like a ABC or Fox. So
makes sense.
We're waiting for a big time game.
And then, of course, we have a special guest tonight. We call him the Asian Skip Bayless, Mr. Delusional 2.0. We call him Mr. Isaiah Lang. How's it going tonight, Isaiah?
Oh, it's going great. I have a bunch of friends that are Ohio State alums that have been talking so much crap about how, we're going to beat Oregon by 30. We're going to just shove them. They're easy. Oregon can't do anything to us. And what happened? The Vic's Ducks, beat Ohio State, validating my prediction and also winning me a bottle of Chardonnay today from a coworker at work who I bet this Oregon-Ohio State game with. So happy to see the Ducks win that game. Doesn't matter whether the A's lost, Ohio State lost. That's all that matters.
Well, so to start out with that, I must apologize to Ohio State because it happened again. The whole jinx happened again, and I apologize for that, Ohio State. But with me being a Badgers fan, I don't care if you lose. It was freaking hilarious. That's why I rooted for you, because I knew if I rooted for you, you would lose, and it happened because it's college football jinx. But of course, like we said, tonight's open forum, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into our first thing is first tonight. So, first things first.
I'll only give Brandon a helmet if he converts to be a Ducks fan. That's the rule.
I don't think it's going to happen, Vic. I am sorry.
Then he ain't getting a silver helmet. He can just drool over it.
He did say go Ducks, go.
But we do have a few comments that are rolling in here. Casey King is saying, good evening, guys. So welcome in, Casey King. It's good to have you here. The Brandon Herrera is actually saying go Ducks. Surprising to hear that from Brandon. I think he might be joining the dark side. And then Brandon Herrera is also saying, Vicky Schaefer, can you get me that silver duck helmet? That was sweet. So he wants that. But Brandon, she's saying you have to convert if you want to get that Ducks helmet. So I'm sorry, man. You got to convert first. And then Casey King is saying Ohio State is definitely overrated. So, yeah. So, we can start out with that first tonight on the open forum side since Casey King is bringing that up. I know a lot of people and even the announcers were like, the Ducks came out and shocked the world. Personally, if you ask me, I didn't think that Ohio State should have been ranked where they were anyways. I didn't think that Ohio State this year was going to actually be that good of a team. I just I don't think they have that good of a defense. Look what Minnesota did to them last week. Exactly. They struggled against Minnesota. They struggled against Oregon. I just don't think they're that team that everybody thinks they are. And so,
Not anymore.
no, they're not. This year, they're definitely not. But J-Mac, I see you going, yeah, I see you shaking your head. So what are you shaking your head for?
Why are we saying that Oregon came out and shocked the world? I mean, they were ranked 12th in the country.
Exactly.
There's 117 Division I football teams in America, and they're the 12th best according to them. So you're going to tell me a team that's ranked 12th best couldn't knock off a team that supposedly was the third best team? That's not really shocking the world. Now, I got to give you props. I always mess with you about it, Vic. The Big Ten being better than the Pac-12. Well, today you proved that at least for one game, that is not true.
And I said shock the world because of how we played last week against Fresno State. I mean, we didn't show up last week at all very good. So and people, they weren't expecting what happened today to happen.
I get what you're saying, but to me, it really wasn't that shocking because I looked at the way Ohio State played last week, and I'm like, I knew if they played like that against Oregon, Ohio State would not win. So I don't know how people could sit there and say shock the world. That wasn't really a shocking the world thing at all. People should have seen this coming. But Isaiah, what do you think about this?
Well, I was very surprised because when I was watching the game, people coming into this game said that the reason why Ohio State was going to win was because Ohio State was going to be more physical on the offensive side and the defensive side. And when you watch this game, it was Oregon that was more physical on offense and defense. I mean, the Oregon offensive line was pushing Ohio State's defensive line. The Oregon defensive line was doing the same thing to the Ohio State offensive line. Like, I was just shocked at how physical Oregon was in this football game, since a lot of people also said that, the West Coast, they play sissy football. They don't play physical football like they do in the South or in the East Coast. So you got to give a lot of credit to Mario Cristobal, the head coach of Oregon, for that program that he's building. I mean, they're physical, man. They're really fun to watch. The way that they were gashing Ohio State today with the running game, like, they could have just ran it like the whole day, and I think they would have had like over 400 plus yards running because Ohio State just couldn't stop the run at all. And
note that two of our best defensive players weren't playing today, and we did all that with those two out. So.
Yeah, and so it's like I was trying to tell Vic before. Oregon played well. I think that the one little problem that they struggled with on this one is that I told her the Ducks quarterback Brown, he's going to have to be more consistent. He completed under 50% of his passes today. He could not. What almost cost Oregon the game was him because he could not sustain drives at the end. He could not complete the passes to get the first down. He couldn't do it. They could not rely on him to pass the ball. And so if Oregon wants to get any farther,
he got the one that mattered.
I get it, but when you play really, really good teams,
I totally agree. I'm not totally teams, sold on him.
This is not like he can't do that against really, really good teams.
Yeah, right. He managed the game today, and he got the fourth down pass to DJ when it mattered. But yeah, I'm not sold on him. I mean, I'm not sold on him. I don't know. I can't pull the cord yet.
So Casey King is coming in and saying, yes, I did pick them to win the Big Ten, and I still think that they could win the Big Ten, but I don't see them now making the college playoffs. Well, actually, I'm going out on a limb now, and Vic, I told you this before. I don't think Ohio State actually wins the Big Ten. There's actually one other team that I think is going to win the Big Ten that people are overlooking, and I'll tell you, I think it's Penn State. Yeah. I'm telling you, Penn State, I think, is going to win the Big Ten.
Is the confusion on my face clear, or do I need to say it?
No, it's fine. It's fine. But anyways, Callan actually has a comment here too, and he's saying, hey, Isaiah, guess who hit their 38th home run of the season tonight? Yes, and he's talking about Fernando Tatis Jr. So, and we know that you're not a Fernando Tatis fan. But anyway, going back to that, I don't know if anybody else has anything that they need to say about the Ohio State-Oregon game. I know Vic could talk about this all night because she's a Ducks fan.
I've already
So
watched it twice. So
The only thing I'll say, and Vic, I know this can hurt your feelings. Please don't take it personal. There's a personal reason why I'm glad it happened this way. I'm glad it happened in Ohio State and not in Eugene because it would have been a nightmare at my house. I would have had to deal with this shit for the next 4 days. It would have been horrible for traffic. All of that would have been bad. So I'm actually glad it was an away game that they pulled this off.
it was more of a statement that it was on, in the shoe.
Right.
And I saw a video where someone left a little rubber ducky in the middle of the logo on the 50.
Oh, I saw that.
They should have grabbed an actual duck and put it on the 50.
Aflac. No, all right. So anyway, so Chris,
Yeah.
we haven't heard from you about this. So Oregon and Ohio State. What was your thoughts on this game?
I thought it was a good game. Really, Oregon had a good high-scoring game. I don't know about their whole ranking situation. I know they go out, and do the rankings, but I don't know. I mean, it was a good game overall. I feel like the quarterback did well.
I mean, it's not like your Texas Longhorns.
Yeah, they didn't.
Thank
It was
goodness
bad.
John Alcorn's not in here for that.
Hook 'em, horns, hook 'em.
Good sir. No, don't you use that negativity. Why don't you go put that negativity back in the closet? No, sir. I already am going to have a talk with Steve. Don't you dare mention these terrible Longhorns today.
Yeah,
You say hook 'em
and-
again, shove that hook 'em
Horns down.
sign on your hand down the toilet.
Well, if anything, though, let me tell you this. John, keep in mind, this is coming from a guy whose favorite college football team
Here it comes.
is UConn. UConn.
I didn't even know they had a football.
Wait, they have a football team?
Touche. I mean, touche. We scored. Hey, we scored points last week. We didn't score points the first week, and we didn't score points this week. But we scored points last week, so
And your head coach looked at it and was like, yeah, I don't need this crap, and just walked out the door and retired.
I probably would have done the same thing, to be honest.
Yeah, I would too.
Could we
No
end up potentially seeing the worst college football season ever by a team in UConn with scoring let's say scoring 7 points and
No. We scored 24 last week.
okay, 24. I'm sorry. Okay, so you scored 24. You're only 24 points of the season right there.
Against Holy Cross too.
And to be honest, that's more points than Washington Huskies have scored in 2 games.
Oh,
Yeah, but Jason's excited
Shots
because they did it against Holy Cross. So he's excited because they did it against Holy Cross.
We did it against Holy Cross. We play an FCS school next week, so we'll score some points again.
who do you
And-
play?
What's that?
Who do you play?
What is it like? Norfolk State or some team like that.
So Nate is on here now, and Nate is saying, I mean, BYU scored 42 points in the second quarter versus UConn 2 years ago.
2 years ago, who cares, Nate? Man.
That was 2 years.
And here we go with BYU again.
I'll tell you the year that UConn actually let's say UConn somehow 1 year wins 9 games. You know what
We
J-Mac's
did.
gonna do?
We did 5 years ago when we
No.
played Oklahoma as the Big East representative, and we were in the what was it? It was the Sugar Bowl against Oklahoma. Now we lost that game to Oklahoma
Cherry
like
Bowl?
55 to it was like 55 to 18 or something, but we were still in it.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, imagine when they end up doing that again. Like J-Mac's gonna be coming on, being like, "Yes, we pulled it off. We got 9 wins in a season."
Just
And
saying.
he's gonna be super excited about it.
Hey, on the college football game I've won the national championship twice. So
Oh, yeah.
J-Mac, you gotta play me. I went 14-0 and won the national championship in 1 year
Dude,
play.
you played on freshman mode. Don't even.
Still, it's an undefeated year.
That doesn't
With
count.
what- With
Freshman.
what team, Isaiah?
With Georgia.
Exactly.
Oh.
You played freshman mode with Georgia. That's like playing Alabama and saying, "Oh my God, you played 30 touchdowns." Well, no dip, Professor, because you played on freshman mode.
Well, that's like playing Madden with the Buccaneers on rookie mode and being like, I won the Super Bowl.
It's true.
Yeah.
You played it
I
on rookie
played the
mode,
Chargers
bro.
on rookie mode.
Well, to give
I like to run
to
the score up.
give anybody props, if you're using the Detroit Lions on Madden, then obviously you want to go on like rookie mode. If you use the Houston Texans, then you want to go on rookie mode, because that's pretty much the only way you're winning a Super Bowl is by going off rookie mode. But
Don't forget the
By the way-
Aggies.
By the way, Jackson State just beat Florida State.
yeah,
That's wow.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. There's some crazy stuff going on this year
Madness.
already in college football. And so Nate is saying I don't play rookie mode anymore. That's right, he's one level up now.
He's beginner mode.
So it's no longer rookie, it's one level up.
It's high school mode.
But anyway, so besides the Oregon Ducks and Ohio State, I'm going to ask you, what was your game of the day so far besides that game? And J-Mac, I'll start with you. What was your game of the day?
Ooh, that's tough. I won't lie. I didn't watch a whole lot of college football today. I had a rare day off where I didn't have to do anything, and so I had a lot of stuff to do around the house. But I will say that probably the big game of the day from all the ones that I saw, from everything I saw, my game of the day probably would have been... Come back to me. I'll get it back to you. I had it in my head, but come back to me. I'll get it to you.
All right, crispy bacon.
I didn't see a lot of college football either. Did see the Oregon game though, but I'd have to say one game I remember them talking about was Iowa State and Iowa.
Iowa State, that is usually a really good game, but Iowa actually looked really good today. They
Too many
came out
turnovers.
they kind of came out and mopped the floor with Iowa State. So I actually have a buddy that's an Iowa fan. So I was happy for him. But we have a few comments that are rolling in here quick. So Nate is also saying Oregon actually won. Yes, we've already been there. Tim Fielder
Why do you
wants
sound
to
so
know-
surprised, Nathan?
So Tim is saying, what is Isaiah doing? Because he can't figure out what Isaiah is doing. And then Casey's saying, my USC Trojans need to fire Clay Helton. Offense looks pathetic as they are losing 21-10 at half to Stanford at home. And then Christy Wilson is in saying, hey guys. So welcome in, Christy Wilson. Thank you. So Isaiah, what was your game of the day?
Well, I didn't really watch a whole lot either because I was busy at work with the A's. So the only game that I really caught was the Oregon game, the A&M game, and the Michigan game. So I gotta say it probably was the Michigan game because, like, we can't say the Oregon game and the A&M game. I'll probably only watch like 5 minutes of it. So it's gotta be the Michigan game. I mean, Jim Harbaugh and the Wolverines, their rushing attack looked pretty good, and I think that, you know, they might be able to give Ohio State a run for their money with their rushing attack. If Ohio State, like you guys saw today, they can't stop the run at all. And not Oregon, but Michigan ran for over like 300 yards against UW alone. So if they can't stop CJ Verdell, imagine the two backs that Michigan has. They might be running roughsod on Michigan.
So Callan wants to know, Isaiah. He's saying, what happened to your boy Brock Purdy?
He wasn't.
Well, I don't know what to say because, like, I didn't really watch the games. I can't really assess his performance. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this guy, like, he looks great sometimes against good teams. And then he
You
stinks
also
up
said
the
he
bed the
shouldn't
next
be
week.
playing
So-
in 90-degree weather because that's unacceptable conditions for a quarterback.
So Casey King, though, is saying if I have to pick a good game, even though Notre Dame won, unfortunately, but Toledo almost pulled off the upset in that was a great game.
That was the one I was thinking of. That Notre Dame. Yeah, they only won 32-29 against Toledo. Toledo put up 29 points against the 8th ranked Notre Dame.
Right, the 8th ranked. Yeah, and so yeah, I mean, I said that my game of the day, besides the Oregon and Ohio State game, was probably Texas A&M and Colorado, because I thought that was a great defensive game. I really liked that game. That was a great game. 10-7, and it actually shocked me that I didn't think that Colorado could even get that close to Texas A&M, but they actually played them well until I decided to turn on the game in the fourth quarter, and that's why Colorado lost. But Vic, what was your game of the day besides Oregon and Ohio State?
It was the Dubs down Huskies. Michigan took you to school, taught you how to play football. A great day in Oregon is anytime the Ducks win and the Huskies lose.
All right. John, how about you?
Hey, it was a rough day in college football.
That's because Texas lost.
Yes, and they didn't just
get ready for an hour rant by John.
They literally just, well, we're not doing a rant because they don't have time for that. But if I had to truly pick a game, I would say the reason why I would say Ohio, you can say, oh my gosh, they were eighth ranked, they shouldn't have been there or not. But this has kind of been an issue in college football where we rank these guys so high just because of their name. And then some teams get shocked, oh my gosh, they lost. Like, okay, your name doesn't win you football games. And so it just shows that you got a lot to work on. And I'll give props. I thought Oregon wasn't going to do it. I give them props. I didn't think Oregon was going to do what I thought they would today. And props off for that. And I will, even though, Vic, that helmet looks good, I will never in my right football mind change to the dark side and be an Oregon Ducks fan.
Just shows you have no taste. That's all right.
No taste, okay.
I got one more thing for you in college football. Did anyone watch Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fact that they stopped scoring points at 76 was what was amazing, by the way. Because they probably could have put 100 up, no doubt. I mean, they were all over Western Carolina, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, it was actually kind of funny when you actually go to think about how funny it actually was. That I'm like, they had to stop scoring because you don't want to score over 100 points on the team. I mean, if you're a fan, you might want to, but scoring over 100 points on a team like that, that's a little bit of rubbing it in. But anyway. Well,
I mean, on top of the 76-0 score, if you just look at some of the stats, it was 32 first downs to 8. It was 624 total yards to 178. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. The four fumbles that just tells you you're not playing a good game. When Western Carolina has 4 fumbles in a game, that's crazy. 76-0. So I could take pride in the fact that UConn did not lose 76-0.
All right. So we have a few comments that are rolling in here. Callan's saying, hey, Isaiah, how about these Oakland A's and those USC Trojans, baby? So he's got to talk about yours because you guys allowed the Texas Rangers to come back and win. The Texas freaking Rangers.
And we blew a 6-1 lead, too, which is embarrassing. And I was out there on the field level seats, where I was stationed today. I was out there chanting. I was chanting something about green teams rule or whatever because Oregon won because they're green, A's green. I was like, yeah, go green. And then the A's just break my heart yet again. But, Callan, about those USC Trojans, how about those USC Trojans? Clay Helton, get out of here.
Go green.
Ishmael is hopping on here now saying, hey, John, how about those Longhorns?
They didn't just play bad; they threw the game away after the first quarter. Here's the thing, though: the game was so bad. The social media team, hey, let's try to perk up the freaking Longhorn fans. Let's post photos from before the game. That's gonna change anything at all. I mean, those is stupid. Whoever runs the Longhorn social media team needs to be fired. Because I mean, you're gonna tell, oh, you're posting photos about this guy and this guy. Well, great. That doesn't win you. And then I say, now it's time to hustle. So we'll give you the idea of that. You're down by 27. Thank you, Professor. And it's like, my gosh, a bunch of dunderheads that are running this.
I mean, I get it, but everyone's making fun of it, John, because it's not like you lost to a good Big 12 team.
When you were down by 3 points, you should have said that. Not at 25 or 27.
I agree with you because I'm saying it's not like you lost to a premier Big 12 team. You lost to Arkansas by 19. Okay, you lost to Arkansas, who's won what, 2 Big 12 games in the last 2 years?
We were losing worse than that earlier in the game. It was like 30. Wasn't it like 33-7 at one point? It was terrible.
I think so. Yeah.
So, all right. So we are. So before we jump into our next topic, we're gonna do our first division in the GM game. Just really quick, we're gonna do our first division. So the thing is, though, the good news is that the rules in the NFL GM game is that even though if somebody lands on a team, that team is not eliminated from being picked again. That team stays on the board, and the next person has the chance to land on them again. So
I think that should apply to all teams except the Cowboys.
So
when the Cowboys.
So when I did this, the order of the Vic, you actually ended up getting the first spin. So you're going to end up.
Never goes
so
well.
whatever I spend first, you get the first spin, and then it was me, and then it was Chris, and then it was Brandon. So
this never ends well.
Well, you know what? Since I just realized there's only 4 of us doing this. For some reason I thought there was 5, but there's actually only 4. So we can eliminate teams. For some reason I thought there was 5, but there's only 4. So we are going to eliminate teams. So you cannot land on the same team twice. So Vic, the first spin is up, and Vic's team. This is the NFC West, and Vic's team is.
Go Rams.
So everybody knows she has landed on the San Francisco 49ers.
Yes! Good job, Vic!
So Vic lands on the San Francisco 49ers.
We'll make you proud, Vic.
All right.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
All right.
No, you won't.
So the second spin comes to me, and what is my team? My team is going to be
the freaking Los Angeles Rams. We know.
Nope, I landed on the Seattle Seahawks.
You smelly piece of turd.
So I have the Seahawks in this.
That's not a bad team.
So Chris, you have the third spin goes to you, and your team is going to be
Cardinals.
Yes, you have the Arizona Cardinals. You landed on the Cardinals. Congratulations.
Cool.
So that means Brandon ended up with the LA Rams. So there you go. So that was his NFC West team. All right. So
is J-Mac not playing?
He got his team.
Who did he get?
Oh wait. No, I'm sorry. We do have. I'm going to have to redo this now. I realized I forgot J-Mac.
Redo.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
We need to recount here. There is some fraud.
We do have 5. We do have 5. My fault.
Count.
So I do have to redo because we do have 5 people. I'm sorry, I miscounted.
Dude, we need to recount. We didn't have enough votes for this football thing, so come on.
Oh, I mean, if you guys want to play without me, like whatever. I hate the stupid GM game anyway.
No, J-Mac,
because I always end up with the shittiest teams in the. Yeah.
You're on Sportsminute, so you're in this game.
All right.
But. All right.
It's got to be better than baseball.
So let's see if Vic's going to be happy with her pick this time. So, Vic, you get to go first, and your pick is going to be...
No whammies.
LA Rams.
Son of
LA Rams.
liquor.
LA Rams.
You got the same pick.
Good pick, though, but...
All right, so no,
least
she
I don't
actually
have
got
golf.
different this time.
Oh,
She got the
okay.
49ers last time. Oh, look
yeah.
at that. I ended up with the Rams also. So I'm okay with that. Hey,
Well, I'm on to
I was-
my winnings. Go
all
ahead.
right. Chris, this is your spin now. So you are ending up with the what do you know? You got the Arizona Cardinals.
Destiny. I'm just kidding.
So you got it.
That's not a destiny I would be happy about, Christopher.
All right.
I don't know. I
And
don't know.
then-
Landed twice, so
And then Brandon Herrera, he ends up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh,
Why is J-Mac getting stuck with the last spin?
Because that's how it was when I spun the wheel originally.
that's what he gets for having
Oh.
beard.
J-Mac, you also ended up with the Seattle Seahawks.
So nobody has the Niners?
Nobody ended up with the Niners.
Awesome.
Can I, yeah.
Sorry, 49ers.
All right, so while I'm setting up for the next round, we'll get another topic done here. So, Callan is out here saying, "Hey Isaiah, how about your beloved Hawaii Rainbow Warriors? Bye bye."
Oh, they're
I
playing
got
Oregon
something I
State
want to say.
Divas.
Can we please not read Callan's comments? Because all those
No,
comments are going to be trying to
no.
move me.
You tell us to face the music. You face the music also, buddy. So, we're not. You're not hiding, and neither am I.
Face the
Did they
music.
lose to Oregon
Face the
State?
music.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
getting
oh,
whooped.
They're getting
murdered.
spanked. They're getting spanked
Hey,
by
Oregon-
Oregon State.
J-Mac, what is it now? Like 31-7?
Yeah.
So Christy Wilson is saying the Montana Grizzlies beat Western Illinois 42-7.
They beat
Congratulations
Huskies
to
last week.
Montana Grizzlies are going to be a good team.
So the one thing that I wanted to bring up on the MLB side also, I think it's funny. Like, this is what I find so funny, right? That the Yankees originally were on a 13-game winning streak, and then all these fans were talking about how good the Yankees were, and now all of a sudden they're on this massive losing streak. They're on like an 8 or 9 game losing streak.
Did they lose tonight to the Mets?
I don't know if they ended up losing. I know last time I checked, they were losing, but I don't know if they ended up losing or not. So they were still there. They were still losing. And it would make it so sweet, Justin.
won.
Does J-Mac. But,
Maybe
the
the
Yankees
Mets.
won? Okay.
8 to
So
7.
J-Mac,
Yeah.
I'm going to turn this over to you. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
Oh, there's always plenty we can talk about. There's always so much in the sports world that can be talked about. But, we'll talk a little NFL. What's everyone's... I would have a question of, what is the one matchup everyone's looking the most forward to tomorrow? Other than your own team, of course, because everyone wants to watch their own team play. But, what's the most intriguing matchup of Sunday?
I'm looking to see how Carson Wentz does.
Yeah, he's gonna play.
Yeah, I'm seeing how he does against the Seahawks.
I'm telling you, I think it's going to be the matchup I'm really looking for is the Browns and Chiefs. Like
That's the one I'm looking for,
I think
yeah.
that game's going to be intense.
That's a good
That's going to be a really good game. That one, and I know that this game doesn't mean much, but it's kind of a game out there that I like to see because Sam Darnold was traded to Carolina, and so Carolina's going to play the Jets, and so it's like, is Sam Darnold going to get his revenge against the Jets? I mean, it's kind of one of those games that I'm looking to. It's to me, I think it's going to be an entertaining game, and then it's going to be. You even have Jacksonville against Houston, so you could look at that too and be like, "How's Trevor Lawrence going to do in his first game?" So,
well, considering it's Houston, the Houston Texans are going to be terrible this year. So
I know, but this is why it's so perfect for Trevor Lawrence. Because he can come out and go against a team in his first start that's not supposed to be great. And at least you can get your feet wet against a not so great team. Yeah. So you actually have a chance to go out there and learn a little bit more in the regular season when you're not playing such a good team. So
it's like an extra preseason game almost.
Yeah.
In a way.
Almost. But yeah, except you are playing the starters now. But it's still it'll still be a good game for him to learn from against a not so great team. How about you, Vic?
I'm looking forward to the Colts and Seahawks game. I'm interested to see how Carson Wentz looks after his surgery with his new team. If he's, is he as good as advertised as he was sold?
I don't think anybody expected him to be back this quickly. Like, that was the thing. Everybody thought he was going to be out for like the first 4 to 5 weeks, and he made it back this fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of concerning at the same time, too, because you got to think, are they rushing him too quick?
Well, if he's healthy, I mean, why not get him out there? Because he's supposed to be your franchise quarterback. So, J-Mac, what game are you looking forward to?
So, and I don't know about looking forward to, but the one that I found the most interesting actually will please Vic. The Chargers and the Washington football team, and here's the reason why is because I pay attention to the point spreads a lot, and they have this game at -1.5 in Washington's favor. So it's like they don't have a lot of faith in Justin Herbert to start the season. And it'd be interesting to see how Herbert plays against a defense like Washington. So it's a pretty intriguing matchup in the morning.
Well, if they're saying -7 for Chargers?
No, -1.5 for Washington.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So a really, really good game. I think it's going to be a good game. But this is good to see Herbert go up against a good defense like that, to see what he can do against a good defense. Absolutely. Isaiah, how about you? What game are you looking forward to?
Probably the Jacksonville-Houston game, because I want to see Trevor Lawrence's debut, see how he looks against NFL defenses, and also see Urban Meyer make his NFL coaching debut and see how he reacts. Is he gonna be like falling down on one knee, holding his head after the Jaguars go down like 17-7 or something? Like, is that what's gonna happen? Like, because if that happens in week 1, imagine like week 2, week 3, week 4, and the rest of the season when the Jaguars are losing, because this man's not used to losing. So
unless he's in New Orleans.
On the sidelines as well as Trevor Lawrence.
Well, Isaiah, think about this, though, okay? Last year, think about the Jaguars. The Jaguars came out in week 1 last year and beat the Colts in week 1. That was their only win of the season in week 1. After that, they lost every other game. So let's say Houston comes out in week 1 and gets the win in week 1. That's still not going to mean much. I mean, there's still a long season to go. And
I wouldn't sleep on Houston, though. I mean, anything can happen.
I'm taking a nice long nap on Houston, man.
I don't know. I'm not saying
Don't
that
sleep.
win.
How bad the Texans
I don't
are,
know.
there is no football equation where they have a chance of winning. They are that.
I mean, it's most likely
bad
not.
of a
They're not
football
going to
team.
do well, but
Yeah.
So-
they could
Let's
surprise
keep the team
people.
doctor away from Tyrod Taylor.
No,
He'll be
you
fine.
know what, Chris, I'll tell you what. I will not sleep on Houston if you can tell me who their starting wide receiver is right now without looking it up.
I don't know offhand, no.
Oh
Exactly
my
my
God, I don't
point.
know.
their starting receiver is actually Cooks. It's Cooks.
Okay, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, if you
But he's not.
Really? I thought it was the
I got
guy
ya.
that sells
I
hot
got
dogs
ya.
at the concession stands.
No, J-Mac, I got you. I'm just saying, like, Chris, you should know that, though. You didn't know that, man. You got to know that.
Wait, Ace, it's not the guy that sells hot dogs at the concession stand? I thought they pulled him out to be the
I
wide
mean,
receiver.
No, they
He-
downgraded
who
him
knows?
down
He
to
could be-
QB list.
He could be their
Bobby
second
Boucher
string
only
guy.
plays defense.
He
They're-
might.
No, I think that's what Baltimore's doing for a running back. They're just gonna hold fan tryouts tomorrow before the game.
They signed Murray.
Their
Maybe it's Murray.
their hot dog vendor could be their second string. Their towel boy could be their third string. I mean, who knows at this point? I mean, they have just a list like lined up, man. Like I'm sitting here trying to warm up the legs and get the stretches going because I'm like, you never know when that call's coming. You know, you just never know. You might get that call at some point to be like, hey, we're pulling some people in off the street. You know, we don't have anybody. So you might as well stay warmed up because you just never know when it's coming.
Who wants
So,
to fly to Baltimore? Let's
You
go
are
try
not
out for the
getting that
running back
call.
job.
You are not getting that call.
No, you're right. I'm not. It's just a figure of speech. Yeah.
I know.
But yeah,
I'm covering him right now. I got him.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Pat McAfee story when Pat McAfee retired from punting, and then he's on a show, And then he's like, yeah, so I was watching the Packer game and I realized that, that J.K. Scott at first was going to be out. And so McAfee's like, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, you know what? If they need a punter for one game, I think I could do it. He's like, I'm sitting there, I'm stretching my leg out, I'm against the couch, I'm throwing my foot up going, yeah, I think I could do this. And then I was watching the game and I saw a punter get blown up and McAfee's like, nah, I'm going to stay at home. I don't want to get blown up anymore. So he's like, that completely changed my mind. But, John, I haven't asked you, what game are you looking forward to watching?
The Bears and the Rams, because a lot of times with people is that some people say you should start Andy Dalton. Some people say Fields, even though that's not a good idea, especially when you got Aaron Donald and all those guys, Jalen Ramsey on the defensive side of the ball. I'd be curious to see because I believe Andy Dalton is the Week 1 starter. So I'd be curious to see how Andy Dalton plays against a team of Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald, the best thing since Lawrence Taylor. So I mean, that thing is going to be an interesting game, though. Trey Cohen coming off a torn ACL. They don't really have an offensive line. Matthew Stafford, with those weapons, anything can happen. So I think that's definitely going to be an exciting game. And hopefully, there's this game or weeks from now. Let's see how the Bears handle the pressure from the media or fans of when they should or shouldn't start Justin Fields.
Absolutely. So, I now have the NFC East all set up for us to pick our teams.
Perfect.
And so Vic,
God.
Vic, here comes your spin. Who does Vic get? Vic gets the...
No whammies.
All right, I'm sorry, Vic. You have landed on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry. You have landed on the Cowboys. So...
You're off to a great start so far.
I demand a respin.
So my next spin, gosh dang it!
Everyone gets one respin, and I want a
Gosh dang
respin.
it! I landed on the Cowboys too.
So we have the same teams in the West and the East.
So
Yeah,
far, yeah.
we're gonna have same teams.
Aren't
Maybe.
they the Central?
No, the
Cow-
East.
Cowboys,
No, the East.
Cowboys are the East?
Wait,
You got East, West, North, South.
Huh?
I don't
Yeah.
care.
You don't care. Hey, yeah, it's just part of the GM game. All right, Chris, let's see who you get.
Yep.
Chris gets the Giants.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. All right.
He'll take but he would have been losing his mind if you said the Eagles. I guarantee that, because Cowboys hate Eagles.
Brandon
True,
gets
but I was rooting for him in the Super Bowl that one year. So.
Brandon gets the Washington football team.
Oh, it's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. I know
All right.
what's coming.
Perfect.
Oh,
So-
my God.
So J-Mac. J-Mac's
Eagles.
team is going to be... Oh, look at you. You get the Washington football team.
I'll take it.
Oh,
Long as I avoid the Eagles, it was fine.
All right. So now with that...
Can I
since
trade
why-
the Cowboys for the Eagles?
why I am setting up.
That's how desperate I am. Can I trade them? Just say
You
yes.
know what? You know what? Okay, since nobody has the Eagles, since the Eagles are the only team that's not taken, Vic, I will allow it.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So that does mean though you can actually go back to the NFC West, and we both have the Rams too. I want the Rams. I don't want the 49ers. So that's going to be up to you.
49ers.
Okay, so then we're sticking with that. Okay, so there you go. All right, so James Gonzalez is in the house. So James is saying, hey, y'all. So hello, James. And Christy Wilson is saying, sorry, Vic. So she was apologizing for you. But all right, so Isaiah, why I'm setting up the next round, this is going to come to you. Do you have a topic that you would like to talk about?
Yeah. How about, since the NFL season, well, it started on Thursday, but most of the action starts tomorrow. How about bold predictions for this upcoming season?
Okay. A bold prediction. Chris, I'm going to start out with you. A bold prediction. And I know where he's going to go with this.
No,
Dallas
you-
Cowboys Super
if you
Bowl.
say the Cowboys are winning the division
Cowboys.
in NFC East, you are blocked from this stream.
Yeah. Bold prediction.
Anything goes,
I know.
except
That-
the Cowboys.
Besides Dallas.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of one. That Matt Nagy's gonna be the first coach out.
All right. Matt Nagy will be the first coach out. And Joanne is on now. Joanne saying, hi, everyone. It's a full house tonight. It is a full house tonight. Welcome to Sportsminute Open Forum. And then Christy Wilson is
Uncle
also saying,
Jesse.
so she's saying, my bold prediction is the Jaguars win the AFC South. So Christy Wilson is actually taking the Jags to win the South. That is a pretty bold prediction right there.
That is bold.
So, J-Mac, what is your bold prediction?
My bold prediction is that Zeke Elliott gets traded before the end of the season.
Wow. That's a wow.
That's
That's
bold.
a pretty dang bold
That is
prediction.
bold.
Wow. That's a heck of a bold prediction right there.
You say before the season
right,
or midway through the season?
Before the end.
But before the end of the season. And I tell you
Before
what,
the-
Isaiah, I will bet you a bottle of champagne.
He already
Ew,
won one
that
today
whole
already.
thing champagne. That's
Is
like
it
Champagne,
chocolate,
really?
really? Why
Is
we
it,
betting
it's gonna
on
be
it?
Champagne.
pink champagne.
All right. Vic, your bold prediction. Does she have
Boy,
one?
I have one.
Okay.
Justin Herbert wins MVP. Like, that's probably where she's going.
Yeah, no.
That was it. That was one of them. I'm gonna say Chargers make the playoffs and go get to the finals.
Well, I mean, I guess you can count it as a bold prediction because there's actually quite a few people who do have the Chargers making the playoffs as a wild card team. So,
They're gonna win their division and make
Whoa.
it to the
whoa.
what?
Okay. I guess that is
Whoa,
pretty
whoa, whoa,
bold
whoa,
right
whoa,
there.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Kansas
pretty
City's
bold.
overrated. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Don't try
I,
and change
I
my
don't
mind.
think they're
He's right.
overrated.
They are overrated. Their defense is terrible.
Isaiah.
Wow,
you didn't
Isaiah.
hear, Mahomes twice. So don't even. You even said you
Isaiah's
apologize about
saying it.
criticizing Mahomes.
And the Chargers are gonna
All right.
shit out the Broncos each time they play them.
Okay, you know what, Vic? We don't curse. This is a safe space. We don't use those negative words here. I feel offended, and so you're canceled.
So you're canceled.
It's my show, John. It's my show. You're just visiting.
All
I'm
right.
still offended, so you're canceled.
All right. John, your bold prediction.
Oh boy. I could see. Actually, this is not even bold, but I can see the Cardinals maybe or easily like not making the playoffs. Like, I'm sorry, folks. Maybe that's not bold, but this is a coach who can't coach at all, who shouldn't have had the job, and on top of that, you have Vance Joseph as defensive coordinator. So I understand the hype of the offense. We're not questioning at least Kyler Murray or DeAndre Hopkins, or Trace Edmonds, or James Conner, but the issue really is the head coach. So I think the Cardinals are not going to make the playoffs potentially, and Rams are going to win the division.
All right, so we actually have quite a few bold predictions coming out here. We have, let's see, we have Casey King is saying, no way the Chargers, a.k.a. Renters, make the playoffs. Nate is saying, as a Broncos fan, KC will win the division. Christy Wilson saying, no dissing the Chiefs, Isaiah. And then James Gonzalez is also saying 49ers missed the playoffs. And then Casey King's also saying, I'm going with Cliff Kingsbury to be the first coach getting fired. I was saying that too. I believe that he's going to be the first coach that's going to get fired. But if I had to make a bold prediction, your representing team for the Super Bowl in the AFC is going to be none
Don't you
other
dare.
than
Kansas City.
is going to be
San Diego.
it's not going to be the Chiefs. Not going with it.
LA.
It is going to be the Buffalo Bills.
That's not a bold prediction. They were within a possession of going last year.
Because a
You're
lot of
one game
people
away.
have the
That's not
Chiefs going
bold.
back again. I'm saying.
Dude.
It's
Okay,
a bold prediction.
okay.
They were one game
All right.
away from the Super Bowl.
They were, but I'm telling you, because a lot of people have the Chiefs going back again.
I'm gonna bet
I
J-Mac the
don't.
bottle of champagne that the Detroit Lions head coach bites somebody's knees off before the end of the season.
Bites the kneecaps. Bites the
That he
kneecaps.
bites somebody's
Yeah.
knees.
As long as it's not one of the players, then we're good.
Don't forget, he wants that pet tiger.
It'll be Jared Goff. He'll bite Jared Goff's knees.
So Nate is saying bold pick. Seattle will win last and make the playoffs. I'm not sure what.
I think he means
Like
the last
they'll win the
wild
last
card.
game?
I think he means the last playoff spot in the NFC.
That could be. And so Christy Wilson saying Chiefs Bills in the AFC Championship game. No, actually, my AFC Championship game that I actually had Cleveland and Buffalo in the AFC Championship game. That was
Cleveland?
my
Good
prediction.
Hey, you picked Cleveland. Wow.
Cleveland and Buffalo. That is
Back-to-back
my
playoff.
bold prediction right there. That is my bold prediction right there. Cleveland and Buffalo in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, that's pretty bold.
But yeah, all right. But let's get to our NFC North picks now here.
God.
All right, Vic.
Oh, no.
This one comes to you. Let's see what Vic
All
gets. Vic gets the Minnesota Vikings.
Shut up, Brandon!
The Vikings.
The Vikings.
Lose again.
The Vikings. I'm really hoping.
The Vikings.
I'm really hoping that I get what I want here.
Do you hate me? Did I do something to offend you?
Son of a mother!
You
Son
got
of a
the Vikings
mother!
too. You got
No,
the
I
Vikings,
got the-
didn't you?
No, I got the frickin' Detroit Lions.
Yes. The
Gosh,
Detroit
dang it.
Lions?
You better
All right,
hope Dan
Chris.
Campbell bites a kneecap to fire up his team.
All right, Chris, this is
Come on,
you.
Packers. Come on, Packers.
Chris, you get the Chicago Bears.
Okay, cool.
All right. Let's see what
Get-
Brandon gets here.
Give Brandon
Brandon,
the Packers. Give him
Brandon.
the Packers. Brandon gets the Packers. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Lions.
Do it.
Brandon gets the Vikings.
Ooh, wow.
Okay, that's a good one.
Hey, he gets his home team, so.
All right,
That's
J-Mac,
big.
this comes to you. J-Mac, this one comes to you. J-Mac gets the Detroit Lions also.
Yes.
Can I trade the Vikings for the Packers?
No, you can't do that.
No,
Why?
You can't trace it.
You already
can't
traded
trade
one.
for a better team.
I know you already traded one.
Nobody has them.
I know.
And I had first spin, so I should get first trade.
You got the last trade day. Come on
But
here.
it's a different division now.
I know, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
I wish Will Poston was in here and a part of this game so we could see his face against the Detroit Lions and have to root for Jared Goff. It would be amazing.
You know what? I will take the loss. Like in the North, I will take the loss. Like I don't want the Lions to do anything, so I will take the loss on that one. I don't even care.
I don't even care.
I don't. I have a bad feeling about this. Like this is gonna be bad. So, what two people landed on the Vikings?
Brandon and I.
Brandon and you. Okay. All right. So, John, I'm going to turn this
He's
over to
gonna
you.
be pissed.
I'm going to turn this over to you quick, okay? A topic that you want to talk about.
Now I'm going to talk about I guess when it comes to the NFL is I know we keep repeating on this, but I want to see what Houston does. Because it's not going to be Davis Mills. Tyrod Taylor's not going to be there after this year. You can't manage your running backs. You brought in Philip Lindsay and Mark Ingram. What kind of stupid decision making is that? I just want to see how this circus falls apart. I mean, this is so bad. It's so atrocious. It's just one preseason game. But yet now, they're playing the Jaguars tomorrow. Yeah, they lost Travis Etienne, but they got James Robinson. I mean, this team, I know we joke about sports on our teams, but this team takes a new level of bad. And I want to see how that unfolds tomorrow, and that's going to be a crapshoot for sure.
I agree with you on that. All right, but I just set up the AFC East. So who's excited for a little bit of AFC East here? All right, Vic.
Just hope it's not the Jets.
All right, Vic. AFC
Shut up,
East.
Chris.
AFC East is the Vic. It's the Buffalo Bills.
Woo!
Wow, that's couldn't have been any better.
Wow, that could not have been better. Okay, the next one. This is my next one, and I get the Dolphins. I'll take that.
The worst team in the division this year. Oh my gosh.
The Dolphins are not going to be the worst team in the division, so I will
Dude, they
take
don't
that.
have a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback or an offensive line. So.
All right, Chris.
Tua is the
All right, Chris. This is going to be
Yep.
you.
all knowing.
Chris, you also get the Dolphins.
Okay. I'm okay with Tua,
That
You're okay with
explains
Tua.
so much, Chris. That explains
at least
so
for
much.
this
All right.
season.
Brandon. No, two people already have that, so I got to spin. Let's see. Brandon gets the Patriots. Brandon's going to get the Patriots. All right, J-Mac.
Brandon.
Let's see what J-Mac gets.
J-Mac.
J-Mac, you also get the Patriots. Congratulations.
He does
Jesus
not look
Christ.
thrilled.
He's like, eh.
Yeah, he does not look thrilled about that one.
All the goddamn claims you could play. You got to play this stupid ass game every goddamn time we play damn game.
So Christy Wilson is coming out saying the Texans are a hot mess. Ishmael saying, I got a topic for y'all. You know what? This is a good topic. So top 5 tailgating foods. That's a good question.
Ooh.
Isaiah, I'm
Wings.
starting with you. Top 5 tailgating foods. What do you got?
Well, you got to start off with the hot dogs and the hamburgers, because if you don't have that, then it's not a tailgate. So, hot dogs, the
Oh
hamburgers.
my god.
That's it. You sound like a 3-year-old.
Yeah, you have to name 5. Yeah.
That's 2.
2
Don't
plus 3
forget
is
beer.
5.
Beer is a food.
I mean, you can.
No, so you can't. Okay, so you count that as food.
Can you go to me last?
Beer is a
Oh,
food.
I'm trying
I
to
watch a
think of
lot
some
of grocery
tailgating
game goes
foods.
shows
I'm
on
like,
Food Network. So I
Okay.
got this covered.
Okay,
No,
Isaiah.
Isaiah needs to go last because he's the only one of us that can't cook, so he doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Exactly. So J-Mac, I'll go to you on this one then.
It's channel
Top-
66, Isaiah.
Top 5
Food Network.
tailgating food.
Chicken wings is number 1 for tailgating
Chicken
food.
wings.
Got to be number 1. Number 2 is bratwurst. You always
Yes,
have that bratwurst when you're tailgating. Number 3 is beer. If you don't have beer, don't show up to a tailgate. I'm sorry, I'm with Vic on that one. Number 4 is sliders, not hamburgers, sliders. You gotta have the slider. You gotta be able to hold it in one hand and throw a football with the other one. That's tailgating.
And hold your beer under your armpit.
and hold your beer in your armpit and be able to drink it. Exactly.
Listen, that beer's not going to taste good, though.
Or get the hat with the straws.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and number five, and that's not in particular order, by the way. It could be any way you want it. But the 5th tailgating food you have to have is potato chips. You have to have chips. It's just how it is.
Oh, chips, absolutely. Chips,
Mhm.
candy bars, everything. All right,
Yeah.
Vic, this is you.
Hot dogs, wings, sliders, beer, cotton candy.
Cotton
What?
candy. I was not expecting the cotton candy at all. I was not expecting that.
Not cotton candy. We're going chips and salsa. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I'll go. Wings, ribs, hamburgers, brats, and nachos.
I made some bomb nachos today.
Nachos. All right, John. I'm gonna go with you.
It's gonna be ribs, wings, chips and queso, hamburgers. And I'm gonna have to say something. I'm not saying something spicy, but honestly, like, you could have a beer. Like I have a beer once in a while, but don't get none of that nasty like Budweiser or anything like that. That stuff's nasty. The last one would probably have to be like barbecue chicken. Because I was at a tailgate a couple weeks ago. And some of the chickens that people made, like they're like real good. Like none of that stuff I see from like a frozen package. Like this is quality. Like they've been there since who knows that morning, and so that smelled really good. And I was tempted when they weren't looking to steal that piece of chicken, just run away, but I didn't want to be kicked out. So
You know what though? The wife actually just put something in front of me that actually makes sense here. And so J Mac, you'll know where I'm going with this. She says your mom's fruit salad.
Oh yeah,
Ew.
yeah.
Yes.
No. You don't
No.
bring football and fruit. This is not a soccer mom party. You don't bring
It's fruit salad.
Which one, Vic?
That fruit salad, John.
Who brings
Ooh, I like
fruit
that one.
to a football? You're asking to get
Yeah.
kicked out of the tailgating party.
It's fruit salad.
Fruit
Okay.
salad to a football game. My goodness.
Okay.
Who brings fruit to a football game?
Chris, now
Yeah.
it's you. Now it's you.
Chicken wings or any kind of wings. It could be spicy, barbecue. You can also do ribs, pizza, nachos.
How the hell are you gonna cook a pizza when you're tailgating?
I don't know.
Otson sells.
I don't go
he has
to a lot
pizza
of tailgates.
stand, and they sell the best
you could
pepperoni
do-
pizza.
Pizza.
Which-
Little Caesars, man. Bring your Little Caesars.
I guess I'm trying that one next time. Chris, you inspired me. We're gonna have a live at my next tailgate. I'm gonna cook pizza on the barbecue.
Yeah, pizza. Cook pizza at the tailgate.
It's the barbecue pizza, so why not?
Yeah, exactly.
So some of the other comments we have. So we have Christy who's saying, brats. You got to have the brats, but she's
Brat,
also
yeah.
saying hoagies. You got to have the hoagies out there.
Sausage
Casey-
and peppers.
So Casey
Ooh.
King. So Casey King is saying you have your Italian sausages, your burgers, your chicken wings, your chips and salsa. You have your beer. Absolutely. Okay, Isaiah. We know you can't cook, but it comes back to you anyway.
Just
So your
read
top
No,
something
five
off
no
the
tailgates.
side.
frozen physics though. We can't have.
All right, so-
on there.
I got ribs, chicken wings, hot dogs, hamburgers, and John, this is for you. Chili. Yes, sir.
What?
Give me
Dude,
that
you
chili.
can't bring chili to a football game because I'll be freaking farting and shirting every 5-10 minutes, and then I don't have 5 pairs of shorts to bring with me to a football game, especially when I live 30-40 minutes from the stadium, and I can't be waddling like a penguin down to the bathroom because they're going to know what happened.
Okay, so
I'll
chili,
I'll bring clam chowder instead for you.
clam
Like
chowder.
that's better.
Who the fuck
Wow.
eats clam chowder?
Okay. All right. So now that we're off that one, now we get to go to the lovely AFC South, and so
Oh,
let's see
this'll
who
be
Vic
fun.
is. So Vic's
Houston,
very first pick
Houston.
No
is
whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Jacksonville.
It's kind of a whammy.
It's still better
Alright.
than Houston.
It's
All
a
right.
questionable
This
win.
next
Hey,
one-
you're
It could
picking
be
the
worse.
AFC South, Vic.
My next pick is I get the. All right. Oh, I'm copying Vic on that one. I get Jacksonville also.
Dude, get off my ass!
All right.
You have like 4 of the same teams I do.
All right, Chris. Let's see
Yeah.
what Chris has. Chris is going to
Houston.
get the Tennessee Titans.
Cool.
Ah,
I'm
that's a
good with
one.
that.
All right, Brandon. Let's see what Brandon has.
Houston, please, Houston, please.
Please, that would be so.
Brandon gets the Houston Texans.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's go.
All right, and then so he has the Houston Texans there. He has the Patriots also. I forgot about that. Okay. All right,
He's
so
gonna be
this
so mad because you also give him Minnesota. He's not gonna like you.
2 non-playoff teams this year.
You will not be his favorite person.
all right, J Mac. Let's see who J Mac gets.
Houston, please.
J Mac's good at this game.
Oh, I hate this stupid game.
Every once in a while, J-Mac like freezes, then he goes into fast forward, and he moves really fast.
Tennessee Titans.
Okay, that's a good one.
It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse for you,
You could
J
be
Mac.
you could be Brandon
be
with
happy with
Houston.
You got to be happy with that one.
At least you're not Houston or Dallas.
All right, Chris, how about a topic for you why I set up for our next division?
Okay. Who do you think is going to be who's going to be MVP non-quarterback?
Derrick Henry.
I could see Derrick Henry. Yeah.
Did we do the NFC South?
Not
No,
yet.
we have to do the NFC South. We haven't done that yet.
Okay. I was just making sure, because I didn't remember.
Nope, we haven't done them yet. So non-quarterback?
Non-quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if it's a non-quarterback, it would be a running back. So, and I would definitely have to go with Derrick Henry. Isaiah, how about you?
Non-quarterback, right?
And it can't be Trey Lance or Jimmy G. Sorry.
It's not gonna be Trey Lance or Jimmy G. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go with a surprise, Devontae Adams, because I think that with him being
What?
every season, I think he's gonna have a monster year. Plus Aaron Rodgers, he wants to prove something to the Green Bay front office. It's his last year in Green Bay. I could definitely see Devontae Adams, having a huge season.
What was the
Okay.
question again?
Who's going to be the MVP non-quarterback?
Non-quarterback.
Oh.
I'm guessing Vic's gonna go somewhere either LA or Seattle.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was not prepared. Non-quarterback. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to, and I know it's out of my normal, but I'm gonna go with Isaiah. I think Devontae Adams is gonna have an amazing year. I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna prove to Green Bay why they suck at not wanting to keep him or not wanting to stay, and he's gonna Devontae Adams is gonna light it up.
Wow. Okay. All right, J-Mac, how about you?
Aaron Donald.
Ooh.
Going defense,
Okay.
nice.
Okay, defense. All right. All right, John's pick.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. All right, so he's saying Derrick Henry too. I figured that was gonna definitely be a common one there, Derrick Henry. But
Yeah.
I've got we only have a few divisions left, so I'm gonna try and run through these pretty quick here. Next one, we have the AFC West, and so Vic, you're up first on this one. The AFC West is you get the Las Vegas Raiders.
Son of a liquor.
You good though, right?
All right. My spin next. Let's see. I end up with the
Chargers.
Chargers.
You want to trade?
Negative.
Why do you hate me?
Okay. Chris is
Yep.
next. Chris, you have the Broncos.
Ooh, okay.
I thought my team sucked.
Hey. This is say, do I need to cancel you faster than Kevin Hart a couple years ago?
All right, here comes Brandon's team. Brandon ends up with the Raiders.
I don't want to share a team with Brandon.
All right, J-Mac,
Shut up,
this one
Brandon.
comes to you. I know who J-Mac wants. J-Mac, you get the Chiefs.
Ooh, wow, J-Mac. Amazing.
Suddenly, J-Mac likes the game.
He does. His last two picks, he's been tearing it up.
So I
Wow.
say how Kins Love is doing right now on that pick six. How's that going?
Oh, no, I want USC to lose because I want Clay Helton out the door. So it's great.
Well, you said Keenan Slovis is going to be the greatest USC quarterback of all time, which makes no sense, but okay.
Yeah.
20,
All right.
28-13, Stanford is driving. It's great.
Okay.
So much for being a top pick.
I have the AFC North set up now. Vic, this one comes to you. We only have two divisions left here. Vic, your pick is going to be the Cleveland Browns.
Turn on that show, Vic, the Cleveland Browns show.
That's not too bad. I mean,
It's
that's,
not. No.
I think
That's
Baker
actually a good
Mayfield is overrated.
What?
All right.
Whoa, Vic. Vic, do I need to get some soap and wash those words out? I'm not
All
saying he's top.
I
top,
landed.
top,
I landed on.
atrocity.
I landed on the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, Chris, this one comes to you.
Okay.
Bengals.
Baltimore Ravens.
I'm okay with that.
And there are 14 injured running backs.
I know.
Okay.
That's what I'm worried about. Yeah.
So Brandon
We,
is
we
going
play each
to
other
end
on
up
Monday
with,
night, Chris.
Brandon's ending up with the Steelers. Okay.
J-Mac's not going to like this.
J-Mac's pick is the
Bengals.
Cincinnati Bengals. He got the Cincinnati Bengals. Hey, he got 2 good teams in a row, so he's got to be happy. Come on. I'm glad he got a crappy team now.
I got 2 good teams in baseball, 1 too, and I'm still in last place.
Still in last place.
He came hot with that one.
Yeah, he did. He came hot. He came hot with that, and sounds like something just broke.
Nope, we're good.
Nope, you're good. Okay, and now we're down to our final division, which is the NFC South. I saved this one for last because it's got the reigning Super Bowl champs in there. So, Vic, this one comes to you. Your pick in the NFC South is going to be
Please not
the
Saints.
Carolina Panthers.
Hey, she'll take it. She didn't want the Saints at all.
But it's the Panthers.
But it's the Panthers.
It's not Jameis Winston, so I'm happy.
Nope. All right. So this one comes to me now.
I hate Jameis Winston.
Gosh dang it! I got the frickin' Falcons.
Hey,
I'm really starting to hate this game. Okay. All right, Chris. This one comes to you.
Come on, Tampa.
Falcons.
He got the Bucks.
Oh,
No, that's not fair.
He got the Buccaneers.
I don't like how this is going.
All right. Brandon is next. Brandon gets the Carolina Panthers.
I don't want to share a team with Brandon.
All right, J-Mac, this one comes to you. You're already shaking your head no.
Don't give him the
Aye.
Saints. Don't do it to him.
You'll get the Buccaneers.
Panthers.
Oh, it's on the line.
That one was on. Well, hold on. That one was on the line, so I actually had to respin it here.
Falcons, please, Falcons.
New Orleans Saints.
Why do you hate your brother?
So I have so wait. So let me get this straight. I have the 2 worst quarterbacks in the NFL with Jared Goof and Jameis Winston, okay? And then I have the dumbest player in the NFL and Joe Mixon on another team of mine. Unless I get started on my hate for Joe Mixon, so yeah.
I have Kirk Cousins, and I don't even know who the quarterback for Philadelphia is.
Jalen Hurts.
Hopefully it's Minshew because Hurts is not the guy.
Oh gosh. Well, I don't think this will turn out. I mean,
Well, it's not going to end well.
it's not going to end well.
This is not
All
going to
right,
end
so
well.
these are the teams that I have. Just to tell you, I have the Rams, which is okay. I have the Cowboys. I can't even believe I'm saying that. Okay, I've got the freaking Lions. Okay, the Lions. So I have the Cowboys and Lions. I have the Dolphins. I have the Jaguars. I have the Chargers, the Steelers, and the freaking Falcons.
When
So
you say Chargers, you better say it with some excitement.
So, who's hating this game now? Who's hating this game now? Okay, I'm just saying. J-Mac, you have to have better teams than I do.
I have the Seahawks, the Washington football team, the Lions, the Saints. So 2 bottom dwellers there. I have the Patriots, the Titans, the Bengals, and then I have the Chiefs. So I'm okay with like 2 teams on that entire list.
I'd say
But I
about
have to-
66% of your teams are good.
But you don't understand, Vic. I have to root for the Bengals who have Joe Mixon.
You don't have to root for them.
Hey, but they got a great head coach in Zach Taylor.
I like it.
The most
They have
boring-
Joe
the Eagles.
freaking Mixon. Don't get me started on Joe Mixon and the horrible human being that he is.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's like the second best running back in the league. What are you talking
He's
All
about?
right.
He's
Oh,
a,
my
he's a
ass.
poo-poo face.
All right. Well, anyways, we're almost at that time, so we'll get to go around the room and kind of give our final thoughts between the 30, 45 seconds. J-Mac, I'll start with you on your final thoughts.
Final thoughts are I can't wait for a full day of NFL football tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. That's definitely good news. It's back in the swing of things, makes everything feel right again in the world. And today, September 11th, 20th year anniversary. All of us that were alive to remember that, again, deeply emotional thing for me. May Steve and Brian, your souls rest in peace.
All right. Chris.
Thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Make sure to watch tomorrow morning for morning tailgate. We'll get you set up for week 1 of real football and also Between the Ropes tomorrow night.
Whoa! What do you mean?
Okay, Isaiah.
Ohio State lost. USC is getting creamed. Clay Helton probably will be out the door by tonight. Let's go, man. Let's go. I am a very happy camper right now. Might want to go break out another bottle of champagne and drink the entire bottle after the show is over.
Make sure it's pink.
Sparkling
All right.
apple cider doesn't count. It's still a
Boone's
soccer
Farm.
mom.
Vic.
It's some Boone's Farm.
Vic, how about you?
Go Ducks, man. That's all I got. I'm happy for football tomorrow. I'm ready to go to bed and sleep, and because I've been up since 8:30 because stupid Eastern Standard Time. Ducks played at 9 a.m. What the hell is that all about? But I'm probably
All
going to watch the Duck game again tomorrow too. So I mean, thanks to all the backseat fans that wanted to watch Ohio State lose. We thank you.
And then, John.
I'm so flipping glad football is back. Best sport on the planet, and glad to be on tonight. And can't wait to see how bad the Texans are gonna be tomorrow.
All right. And then, of course, with that, I hope everybody has a fantastic night. Thank you for watching Sports Minute. Stay tuned tomorrow for Morning Tailgate, and then Between the Ropes tomorrow night. And then, of course, check out MI6. Isaiah, the next show is Monday for Wild Sports Talk, right? Do you guys have anything going on tomorrow?
We do actually. We have an extra point with myself, Loro, and Ben Kurst that is going to be after Sunday Night Football. We're going to be recapping the entire day of NFL action. And then also we have Wild Sports Talk on Monday with myself, you, Ace, as well as Loro. And we might have someone else join us as the fourth co-host on the panel. But we'll see. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait for it.
All right. And then, John, do you have anything coming up on God Over Money Sports Network?
I was hoping nothing yet, but you could maybe just in general expect a Texas rant video coming out pretty soon because there's a lot to unpack because I am disappointed, and clearly he got the playbook from Cartoon Network and not the one from his office up there in the Texas.
All right, and then we'll make sure that we send a message to John when his Cleveland Cavaliers trade for Ben Simmons. So with that, anyways, I hope everybody has a fantastic night, and we will see you next time for another episode of Sports Minute. Have a good night.
Dubs down. Woo!